In this video, we will discuss the National Science Olympiad question paper 2024-25. This is the NSO question paper for the year 2024-25. The question paper is for class 1 and the question paper set is A. The question paper contains 3 sections: logical reasoning 5 questions, science 25 questions, and achiever section 5 questions. Each question in achiever sections carry 2 marks, whereas all other questions carry 1 mark each. All questions are compulsory and there is no negative marking. Let's move on to the questions. Question number 1. Select the odd one out. Option A is a picture of ice cream, B picture of a bread, C picture of a guitar, and D picture of a cookie. You just have to select the odd one out. The odd one among the option is option C, guitar. Question number 2. Find the missing alphabet in the given alphabet pattern. Option A, R, option B, S, option C, P, option D, T. So if you see the pattern, it is like K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, U, V, W. Hence, the answer is option B, S. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. If rupee 5 coin is related to a circle in some way, then in the same way a brick is related to dash. Option A, triangle, B, circle, C, oval shape, D, a rectangle. So if the coin, rupee 5 coin is related to circle in some way, then in the same way a brick is related to rectangle shape. Hence the answer is option D, which shows a rectangle. Question number 4. Aditi is participating in a fancy dress competition in her school on 3rd Saturday of July 2000XX. On which date is she participating in fancy dress competition in that month? Option A says 20th July, option B says 27th July, option C 28th July, and option D 26th July. The calendar is also given on the right side. In this question, when is the fancy dress competition happening? It's on 3rd Saturday of July 20XX. So if you check on the calendar given July 20XX and it's on a Saturday. So which is the 3rd Saturday as per the calendar? The first Saturday is on 6th, the second Saturday is on 13th, and the third Saturday is on 20th. So answer is 20th July. And option A. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. Dash is standing third from the bottom. A. Pooja, B. Gopal, C. Naveen, D. Anjali. Please refer the picture to find the position of each of the kids. So who is in the bottom? Naveen is in the bottom. And who is the third from the bottom? Gopal is second and third would be Pooja. Hence, Pooja is standing third from the bottom. Answer A. So next is a science section in the question paper, and the science we have 25 questions from the science section. So let's move on to the questions. Question number 6. Starting from the first letter, cross out every alternate letter and select the option that gives the name of a natural non-living thing. The scrambled words are given in the options. So we have to start from the first letter and cross out every alternate letter. So let's find out the answer. So in these type of questions, they clearly stated that you have to cross out every alternate letter starting from the first letter. So that means that the first letter has to be crossed out. Please keep in mind that you have to cross out every alternate letter starting from the first letter, which means that the first letter has to be crossed out and you have to then follow the alternate letters to be crossed out. So please keep that in mind. So here the option is A. When you strike out every alternate letter, you get water, and water is a name of a natural non-living thing. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 7. Karthik is playing in the playground with his friends. Which of the following safety rules or good habits they must all follow while playing? Option A. Always play in the playground and follow the rules of the game. Option B. Never quarrel or fight with your friends while playing. Option C. Seek help from your parents or teachers if any of your friends get hurt. D. All of these. Here the answer is all of these. So we have to always play in the playground and follow the rules of the game, and we will not fight with your friends while playing, and also we will seek help from our parents or teachers if any of our friends gets hurt. So option is all of this, which qualifies for the safety rules or good habits while you are playing. Question number 8. I am a living thing. I cannot move from one place to another, but I can prepare my own food. Who am I? A. Refrigerator. B. Gas stove. C. Pressure cooker. D. Neem tree. So the hint is that it's a living thing. So refrigerator, pressure cooker and gas stove, it's not a living thing. And then they say that I cannot move from one place to another, but I can prepare my own food. So it's a living thing. It cannot move from one place to another, but I can prepare my own food. A, B, C are non-living things, so definitely that is not the answer. And option D, which says neem tree, qualifies that it is a living thing and it cannot move from one place to another, but can prepare its own food. Okay, and answer is option D, neem tree. Also, you always try to eliminate each of the options to get into the correct answer, which will always lead you to correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 9. Identify plant X from the given picture and select the option that can be placed in the same group as plant X based on its type. Here the plant X is a mint plant and option A is a banana plant. Both mint and banana can be placed in the same group based on its type because banana and mint both are herbs. Banana is classified under large herbs and mint is a herb. Hence, answer is option A, banana plant. Question number 10. Refer to the given list of fruits. 1. Lychee. 2. Custard apple. 3. Jamun. 4. Cherry. 5. Watermelon. 6. Kiwi. 7. Banana. 8. Pear. Which among them are single-seeded fruits? Option A says 1, 3 and 4 only. B 2, 5 and 8 only. C 1, 4, 6 and 7 only. And D says 1, 3, 4 and 7 only. So the single-seeded fruits among the given list of fruits are lychee, jamun and cherry. Hence, answer is option A, which says 1, 3 and 4 only. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 11. Study the given relationship and identify X. Cumin, seed. Broccoli, dash. A. Flower. B. Fruit. C. Bud. D. Stem. The relationship between broccoli and the option is that the broccoli is a flower and the cumin is a seed. Hence, answer is option A. Question number 12. Dash helps the blade of a windmill to move. A. Air. B. Water. C. Soil. D. Both A and B. So the blade of the windmill moves by or with the help of air. Hence, answer is option A, air. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 13. Select the option that correctly completes the given table. A. X tadpole, Y goat. B. Caterpillar, Y rabbit. C. X tadpole, Y kangaroo. D. X cub, Y monkey. And the table says that there are two groups: animal, baby; frog, the baby of the frog is X; fish, the baby of fish is called as fry; and the Y, the baby is joy. So we have to select the option that correctly completes the given table. answer is option C, which says X is tadpole and Y is kangaroo. So frog baby X, so X is the baby of frog is called as tadpole and the Y is kangaroo because the baby of kangaroo is called as joy. Hence answer is option C. Question number 14. Match the given columns and select the correct option. Column 1 says sun, moon, stars. Column 2 says appears to change its shape, seem to twinkle, source of heat for us. Option A, A1, B2, C3. Option B says A3, B1 and C2. Option C says A1, B3, C2. And option D says A3, B2, C1. So here, sun source of heat for us. So A, 3. Moon appears to change its shape. So it has different shapes, right? Like crescent shape, full moon, etc. So B, 1. Stars seem to twinkle. C, 2. Hence, the correct answer is option B, which says A, 3, B, 1 and C, 2. Let's move on to the next question, the question number 15. Select the option that pairs a living thing and a man-made non-living thing correctly. Option A says horse mountain, B says bat sun, C says money plant pillow, and D says bus hat. Option C, money plant pillow. So money plant is a living thing and pillow is a man-made non-living thing. Hence answer is option C. Question number 16. Puran and Vimla have one son and two grandchildren, Kuhu and Akai. How do Kuhu and Akai address Puran and Vimala's son? A. Uncle, B. Cousin brother, C. Father and D. Grandfather. This question is regarding family relationships. So here they clearly say that Puran and Vimala have two grandchildren, Kuhu and Akai. And also Puran and Vimala is also having one son. So Kuhu Akaya will address Puran and Vimala's son as father. So Puran Vimala has one son who is the father of their two grandchildren, Kuhu and Akai. And answer is option C. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 17. Which of the following is generally associated with winter seasons? Option A, a picture of a snowman, B, ice cream, C, a table fan, and D, a pair of shorts. So whenever winter season comes to our mind, the first thing is the snowman. Hence, answer is option A. Question number 18. Unscramble the given letters and select the option that gives the name of a community helper who repairs faulty water taps and pipes. So options are the unscrambled letters given. So first we have to put it in a proper word and then find out the name which of a community helper who helps repairing faulty water taps and pipes. Answer is option A, plumber. Let's move on to question number 19. Manjari encircled odd members in the following plant groups based on their type, but made one mistake. Find the group with the mistake. Option A, neem, mango, mustard, coconut. Mustard is circled. B, paddy, coconut, spinach, mint, manjari, encircled, coconut. C, rose, hibiscus, tulsi, watermelon. The encircled odd member is tulsi. D, coriander, spinach, pumpkin, mint. And the odd member circled is pumpkin. So the mistake here is tulsi. The correct odd one is in the option is watermelon, but Manjari has encircled the odd member as tulsi, which is wrong. Hence, answer is option C. Rose, hibiscus, tulsi, watermelon. The correct odd member is watermelon, and Manjari has marked tulsi as odd member. Question number 20. Identify the road sign shown in the given picture and select the correct option. A, speed breaker ahead. B, man at work. C, no overtaking. And D, school ahead. The road sign indicates that there is a speed breaker ahead. Hence, answer is option A. Next, move on to the next question, 21. Select the incorrect statement. A, we should never talk while eating. B, we should always cover our mouth while yawning. C, we should keep our books properly on the study table or shelf after using them. D, we should never pluck flowers from our garden, but we should pluck them from our neighbor's garden. So we have to select the incorrect statement. So answer is option D. The incorrect statement is we should never pluck flowers from our garden, but we should pluck them from our neighbor's garden. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 22. Select an appropriate heading for the given groups of animals. The group P, the animals in the group are lion, buffalo, elephant, bear. A, flesh-eating animals. B, land animals. C, domestic animals. D, egg-laying animals. So the answer is option B, land animals. Lion, buffalo, elephant, bear are land animals, and that is the appropriate heading for the given group of animals. Question number 23. Moving wind that can cause destruction is called dash. A. Storm. B. Breeze. C. Windmill. D. Flood. Moving wind that can cause destruction is called storm. Answer is option A, storm. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 24. Who among the following is the first woman of Indian origin to go into the space? A. Sunita Williams. B. Sirisha Bandla. C. Kalpana Chawla. And D. Sarojini Naidu. Kalpana Chawla is the first woman of Indian origin to go into the space. Answer is option C, which says Kalpana Chawla. Question number 25. Select the correct match. A. Pig and home is tied. B. Hen, home is shed. C. Ant, home is hive. D. Crow, home is kennel. Answer is option A, which says pig and the home of the pig is sty, which is a correct match. Make sure that you learn all the homes of the most of the animals which is included in the preparatory guide or else the workbook of Olympiad examination so that you can easily tackle these kind of questions. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 26. Select the incorrect statement. A. Never eat uncovered food. B. Wash your hands before and after eating. C. Take extra food in your plate and discard the leftovers. D. Avoid eating food from roadside shops. So we have to select the incorrect statement. Here, the incorrect statement is take extra food in your plate and discard the leftovers. Answer is option C. Question number 27. Select the odd one out on the basis of food they eat. A picture of a snake. B. Picture of an eagle. C. Picture of a goat. And D. Picture of a tiger. Answer is option C, goat, because the food habits of all other option A, B, C, A, B and D are different than C. Hence, the odd one is option C, which is a picture of a goat. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 28. Refer to the given diagram and select the correct options. The diagram says vegetarian food, food for growth, and X is a category that falls under both, which is a vegetarian food and also food for growth. And Y, it's a food for growth alone. So A, X can be a potato. B, Y can be a soya bean. C, X can be pulses. D, Y can be oil. So in the diagram, please make sure that the X has follows both. It is a vegetarian food and also food for growth, and Y is the only food for growth. So this is the most important part, that how do you classify X and Y from the diagram, and select the correct option accordingly. So answer is X can be pulses, because pulses is a vegetarian food and also it's the food for growth. Answer C. Question number 29. Select the option that correctly groups edible stems. A. Ginger, onion, carrot. B. Potato, sweet potato, radish. C. Turmeric, garlic, cabbage. D. None of these. Here none of the groups can be correctly classified as edible stems. Hence answer is option D, none of these. Let's move on to the next question, question number 30. Unscramble the given letters and select the option that gives the name of a vehicle that can be used by astronauts for reaching the moon. The unscrambled letters are given, from which you have to make a word that would give the name of a vehicle that can be used by astronauts for reaching the moon. So if you arrange the given letters to form a word, we would get spacecraft. Hence, answer is option B, and the spacecraft is the name of a vehicle that can be used by astronauts for reaching the moon. Answer is option B, which says spacecraft. So let's move on to the last section of the question paper, which is the achiever section. And the achiever section, each question carries 2 marks each. Let's move on to the 31st question, which is the first question in the achiever section. Question number 31. Refer to the given diagram and select the option that correctly identifies X and Y. X, tape grass. Y, duckweed. X, hydrilla. Y, water lily. Option C says X, lotus. Y, hydrilla. And D says none of these. Plant that grows in water is Y, and X denotes plants that grows in water, and also it has leaves and flowers of this plant floats on water surface. So we have to select the option correctly by identifying X and Y from the diagrams. Here, in this type of questions, we have to clearly understand what does X and Y signifies from the diagram. So, let's take X. So, what does X says? X is a plant that grows in water, and also has its leaves and flowers of this plant float on the water surface. So, we have to find an option where X is a plant that grows in water and also its leaves and flowers float on the water surface. So from the given options, there is a only option lotus which satisfies both of this. Lotus is a plant that grows in water and also its leaves and flowers float on the water surface. Hence, answer is option C. And why is that? The plant that grows in water, and of course, yes, hydrilla is a plant that grows in water. Hence, your answer is option C. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 32. Refer to the given word grid and select the option that correctly answers the following questions. A. Name of how many religious festivals are hidden in the given word. Names of how many national festivals are hidden in the given word. Option A says 2 2, B says 3 2, C says 4 1 and D says 3 1. From the word grid, we get Diwali, Eid, Christmas, Guru Purab. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 religious festival and 1 national festival, Republic Day. Hence, answer is option C. Question number 33. Select the option that identifies the correct statements regarding constellations. 1. Looking at constellation directly may damage our eyes. 2. Group of stars that make a pattern in the night sky is called constellation. 3. Big Dipper is an example of constellation. 4. They move around the sun in circular path. Option A 1 and 2 only, B 3 only, C 1, 2 and 4 only, D 2 and 3 only. Looking at a constellation directly may damage our eyes. It's an incorrect statement. Group of stars that make a pattern in the night sky is called constellation is a correct statement. Big Dipper is an example of constellation is also a correct statement. They move around the sun in a circular path is a wrong statement or incorrect statement. Hence, answer is option D, which says 2 and 3 only are the correct statements. Question number 34. Refer to the given flow chart and select the option that correctly identifies any two among K, L, M and N. Option A, K ostrich, M eagle. Option B, L deer, N cow. C, M tiger, N rhinoceros. D, K lizard, L goose. The flowchart says that if egg-laying animal, yes, then it is K, and if it is no, then it is a domestic animal, and if it is a domestic animal, yes, then it is L, and if it is not a domestic animal, it eats on animals only, and if it is eats animal only, then it is M, and if it doesn't eat animal only, then it is N. So as per the given flow chart, we have to select the option that correctly identifies any two among K, L, M and N. So in this type of question, we have to go for each of the options and match it with the flow chart. If you do that, you can say that M is tiger because tiger is not an egg-laying animal and it is not a domestic animal and it is an animal which eats other animals only. So M is tiger. And rhinos, N is rhinoceros because rhinoceros is not an egg-laying animal and it is not a domestic animal and it does not only eat animals. So it's a N is a rhinoceros. So similarly, you have to cross down all the options to come and end up with the correct option which correctly identifies the given M, N or K or N. So you have to take down, note all the animals as per the flow chart and select the correct one. Question number 35. Refer to the given table and study the characteristics of P, Q and R, where you can place a public bus and a honeybee respectively in this table. A, Q and R, B, P and R, C, R and P, D, P and Q. So there are characteristics given in the table with the things P, Q and R. So characters need water. So Q and R need water and P doesn't need water. Reproduces. Q and R reproduces. P does not reproduce. Moves from one place to another. P and Q moves from one place to another and R does not. So we have to say under which category or things does a public bus and a honeybee can be placed. Here we have to place the public bus and honeybee under any of the things P, Q and R. And also it must qualify any of the characteristics. We know that the public bus and honeybee moves from place to place. That means that both public bus can move from one place to place and honeybee also moves from place to place, correct? So we can make public bus and honeybee as P and Q, because if you see the table, P and Q under the characters of moves from place to place, both P and Q has been given as a tick mark, which says that they have the characteristics to move from one place to another. So we can keep public bus and honeybee as P and Q. Answer is D, which says P and Q. With this, we have completed the NSO question paper for the year 2024-25 for class 1. The question paper discussed was the question paper set A for the year 2024-25. All the chapters as per the syllabus of Olympiad Foundation is being uploaded in our channel for class 1. Please go through all the chapters and the related questions and be prepared for the Olympiad examination for the coming years. Thank you so much. Do like and share our channel. Thank you.